Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me today. That's Rochelle, Kanta, Namrata. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always good to see you guys. I'm just waiting for our guest to join us. Just a few seconds. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Singh. You need to put your you need to put your earplugs.
That is connected with Bluetooth. Just a minute.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, if you're clear, it's fine.
Oh, you are clear. You are getting my audio clear, isn't it?
Yes, I'm getting it. Yes.
So it's all because that Bluetooth is not functioning properly. Sometimes it
Yeah, that's okay.
breaks.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So we are live now with our
Okay.
viewers for watching us, and so good evening, viewers. Today we have a very special guest with us, Vijay Bahadur Singh, who is an advocate and had earlier worked as superintendent in Mumbai Customs and took voluntary retirement. What makes him stand out, among others, is his honesty and dedication to fight corruption in an area that has seen a lot of corruption, the Customs Department. He has exposed several frauds in the department and fought against opposition to prove it. He has received several awards and accolades in this regard. Welcome, Vijayji. It is a great honor to have you on our show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. And viewers, I would also like to add one more point. That is, when I joined Twitter in Dubai in 2010, he was one of my first few friends in Twitter, and we have been friends since then. We have remained in touch, and his story has inspired me as it has inspired so many people because of the fact that he has stood for his principles. So if I hope that his story will inspire you as well, viewers. Thank you for joining me. So, Vijayji, if you can start with your story, you can just, it's a very sort of candid talk. So, you can just tell us about your life right from your childhood days. And because I've been reading parts of your story, and they are very moving. Especially today, you had written about the astrologer who your father did not like. And I found that very interesting. So, please tell us anecdotes which will interest our viewers as well. So, we will start with your childhood, where you were born, and from there.
Good evening,
Yeah.
friends. I was born in a small village in Allahabad district. That time, now it is Kasambi.
Yeah.
We were three brothers and two sisters. My father was matric failed. My mother was illiterate. But somehow, my uncle, because of the lack of employment or whatever it is, migrated to Calcutta and then to Dehradun.
Yeah.
So when he went to Dehradun, he saw that what is the life, what is the importance of education in life, and therefore he took my elder brother to Dehradun in 1954 when he was in fourth standard. He went there, he studied, he stood first in his school in 10th standard. Then he joined IIT Delhi as research scholar. After that, he joined Air Force. My second brother was also taken to Dehradun for studies. My parents thought that I'd be the last and I'll remain in my village, helping my father in farming and all. So they kept me in village up to 10th standard. I opted for science subjects in ninth against the wishes of my parents and brothers. And then they said that you are going to fail because you have taken science and English and this and that. But I passed high school also in 1974 in good second division. It was 58% marks. So my entire family was amazed that why he is studying so much and how is he studying so much without any tuition. That time in 70s there was no light in my village. There
Yeah.
was no road at all,
Yeah.
and my school was around 7 kilometers. I had to walk up to the school
Yeah.
and come back. After
Yeah.
that, I went to Dehradun. I was hesitantly sent to Dehradun that he will not be able to take admission anywhere and then he'll come back because
Yeah.
all the admissions in Dehradun are closed. I reached Dehradun and tried my luck here and there. Fortunately, in one intermediate college, that is Devi Inter College, Dehradun, principal was kind enough to grant me admission in 11th standard with chemistry, botany, zoology, and physics, and that also in English medium. I'm from a village. I don't know how to speak proper Hindi, but anyway, I opted for this, and then I took it a challenge. The lecturer used to lecture in English. I used to write in Hindi, in vernacular Hindi, and then I used to translate with the help of a dictionary what they were teaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ultimately, I passed intermediate also with second division, and it was really very depressing news for my family. They thought that now this person is not going to stop.
Yeah.
So they said that you come back to village.
Yeah.
I refused. I said I'll not come back. Then I stayed there in Dehradun for another 2 years and completed my BSc.
Yeah.
I stood first in BSc with chemistry, botany, zoology, and then entire family stood against me. I said that you have to go to village. I went there. I remained there in village
Yeah.
for
What
six
was the
months
reason, Mr. Singh? What was the reason why they wanted you in the village?
because my two brothers were in there already in Dehradun. I was the last one, and they said that there is a lot of agricultural land. You have to look after that.
Ah, yes.
So they were compelling me to help in
Work in the
farming and
farm.
all. Destiny was something different.
Yeah.
So I went there in 78. I remained
Mm.
in. Hello,
Yeah. Yes.
madam.
Yes.
Can you listen?
Yes, I can
Somebody is
hear. Yeah.
calling. I don't
You
disturbing.
can, yeah,
So
you can, yeah.
so I remain in village looking after my buffaloes and cows and this and that. And but I had a flair of keeping in touch with the current affairs and all. So I used to listen Voice of America, BBC,
Mm.
London, and all with radio. And I think in November or something like that, when Indira Gandhi was arrested by Charan Singh and the plane was hijacked from Lucknow or something like that. That news was coming at 9 o'clock. So that
Yeah.
time, my cousin brother, that is the maternal uncle's son, has come, and he
Mm.
convinced my mother that let him come with me to Allahabad. I went to
Yeah.
Allahabad,
Mm.
joined one coaching, and then that coaching was going good. But
Yeah.
my brother, who was in Air Force, he was interested that I should be in village only. So when he came on leave in the month of January, he fired me left and right that why are you wasting your time? Who is going to bear your medical studies expenses, this and that? Have you thought of that?
Mm.
So that was
So you
so
faced a lot of,
depressing that I
yeah, yeah, you faced a lot of
yes.
obstacles. Mm.
Anyway, I wrote that CPMT test and then stood at least 19th in waiting list, but
Yeah.
could not get through in any medical college because of the financial crunch. And then I remained in village.
Yeah.
In 79, something happened in my house. and I was given 100 rupees. So I took 100 rupees and went to Dehradun on
Yeah.
myself, and then without ticket.
Okay.
Reached there, spending only 18 rupees on the way.
Yeah.
So out of 88 rupees which were left with me, I took admission in MSc,
Huh.
and then I continued.
Hmm.
After the examinations were announced, I went to write first paper, and there was mass
Yeah.
copying in that exam.
Yeah.
So I refused to appear in that exam. So I
Yeah.
dropped another year also.
Hmm.
Then I came back to village. Then my brother was, I don't know how, what has happened. He said that, okay, you go to Dehradun and complete your MSc. After that, you become professor somewhere in the vicinity of Allahabad.
Hmm.
So I went there, completed my MSc, stood
Hmm.
at least scored good marks, stood second in university, 67% marks. And
Yeah.
then I opted for higher studies in Delhi University. I came to Delhi University as MPhil students. But
Hmm.
again, there due to financial constraints, I could not continue that. And then I tried B.Ed, LLB, this and that. Ultimately, I landed in IIT Delhi as research
Ah.
scholar, where my brother was in the same department in 64.
Okay. Ah.
So I was there in IIT concentrating on my studies, but
Yeah.
he had some friends in my department who were very close
Yeah.
to him. He came once to IIT Delhi, and then he, I think, would have told my guides not to allow me to complete my PhD.
Yeah.
So I had no option but to leave that, and then simultaneously I was trying for civil services and other this thing and that thing, and then I joined customs. So in
Yeah.
1985 December, I joined customs, Mumbai Customs. I
Hmm.
am basically a research scholar. I
Yeah.
am not accustomed to what is custom, this and that. They ask me, you are pursuing your PhD in chemistry. Why the hell you are trying for customs and all? Do you know anything about customs? So I said, it is not my headache. Once I am selected,
Yeah.
you will train me. Anyway, I joined customs.
Yeah.
And, in customs,
Huh.
after joining, I realized that I landed at a wrong place.
Yeah.
Because next day, when I went there to report, they said that you have to go to some place and that agent will give you 50 rupees.
Huh.
I said, for what? But that is his practice. I said, I will go.
Uh,
So they thought that I'm a different sort of person. And that time I was having I had appeared in main exams of civil services. So I had an idea that I will qualify main and then I'll go for civil services here and there. So I was
hmm.
not bothered that what they are going to do this and that. When the result was declared in March 86, my roll number was listed in among 98 candidates, and for which the result was withheld.
Yeah.
So since I was in IIT, I had never changed the address, correspondence address. They sent the letter to IIT Delhi stating that my general history second paper is lost somewhere and you have to appear for the re-examination. But since I was not there in IIT, so the letter was sent to my permanent address at a native place. So my
Hmm.
father was not, I told you that my father was a metric fail only, so he could not
Yeah.
understand what is
Yeah.
written in English. So he
Yeah.
kept that thing in some Bharat Ramayana book and then misplaced it.
Ah.
When when I went on leave, he informed me that there was a letter from Delhi and पढ़ो तो उसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है.
Hmm. Hmm.
So when I read that, I said that you spoiled my career. There was examination
Ah.
for this. So he said, तुम नौकरी तो कर रहे हो now. Why are you bothered about this thing and that thing? In the
Hmm.
meantime, my elder brother who was in Air Force, he suffered heart attack.
Hmm.
He was posted in Coimbatore and he
Yeah.
was shifted to Chennai base hospital, and then he was shifted to Delhi military hospital, and he was in ICU. So I went to see him, and he said that I have got three daughters, and you are service, so please look after my daughter. Now I'm
Hmm.
going. For next day he expired.
Hmm.
So I had no option but to continue in customs. After 6 months, they posted me at airport. Now Madam, you might have come to the Bombay airport also, I think,
Yes.
from
Yeah.
Dubai and other places.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in 80s, it was very difficult to
Mm,
pass through customs. It was
yeah.
very difficult. Means
Mm,
except those flights which are coming from London and America, like Pan Am and Delta and Lufthansa, other
mm.
people who are from Gulf, they used to wait in the queue for 24 hours, 48 hours for one tape recorder also,
Yeah.
or for two also.
Yeah.
And those who used to uh, those who were ready to give money, like $100 you give and then go. So when I reached there and I saw this, I said that I'll not attend this. They said, okay, you
Yeah.
go to gate. I used
Mm.
to perform my duties at Santa Cruz Airport at the exit gate, checking all
You
the
know,
vehicles which are
if,
coming from
yeah, you
flight
know,
kitchen and all.
Mr. Singh, yeah, Vijay, see, let me just tell you one small incident, okay? Since you said that I was abroad, most of my life I was abroad. And my father was very straightforward like you, okay? He was a principalarian like you, no corruption, nothing. Now, as children, when he used to go to customs, when we used to come to customs, I used to find that my father was very scared. He used to get so nervous. So I used to ask my mother, why is father nervous? We are not carrying anything that is, dutiable. So why is he getting nervous? So my mother was saying, I don't know why. But when he comes to customs, he gets so nervous. It is because, Vijayji, because, the people standing at the customs are very tough. Even if you're not carrying anything, they'll make you nervous. So I think that was what made my father very
Their
nervous.
intention is malafide. Their intention is malafide. That's why.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Uh,
So after I completed my once in the night, Thursday night, it used to be very crowded in the airport.
uh,
Because that time only Bombay airport was there. It was catering to all. No international airport at Bangalore or any other places. Only
yeah.
Bombay was there. So it was so congested in the night. So additional commissioner used to come in the night to check
Yeah.
what is happening, this
Yeah.
and that. And ma'am, I
Yeah.
tell you one thing: there were CCTV cameras over there,
Yeah.
but these officers used to spoil those cameras. Nobody used to monitor.
Huh.
Once I focus that camera at the PRO counter, which is a
Yeah.
facilitation counter when passenger comes there and then ask for where to go, this and that.
Yeah.
I focus on that. Somebody came to me and said that why the hell you are doing it? They
Huh.
removed me from there also.
Oh. Mm.
So and they used to stick the chewing gum and all on the camera
Yeah.
so that nobody is caught. And that time CBI used to come only for the sake of coming, and then they used to take 3 bottles, 4 bottles, and cigarette, this and that thing, and then they used to go.
Huh.
So it was very much crazy, like okay, nothing will happen to us. Like then
Huh. Vijayji,
I was
your voice. Yeah. Your voice.
then I was shifted from the airport to intelligence wing. That was
Yeah.
really an interesting job for me. I
Yeah.
was there for 2 years, doing patrolling in the high seas. I went up to Kasargod, that side, and on the boat, and this side Bhavnagar and all. And then, of course, we were only made
Maybe
to run.
maybe you can tell us what were the things that people used to bring in during that time, and that was very heavily duty. They
At
used to put
airport.
duty.
At airport.
Yeah. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
airport.
Mm.
That time, the pre-allowance was only 1,250.
Yeah.
It was so small that if somebody is bringing one tape, the whole pre-allowance is consumed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if a Mopla is coming from Saudi or Doha or some other place, then he is bound to bring at least 50, 60 kg of
Yeah.
the goods, and along with the parcel handed over to him by other friends also. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they used to face like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you one is interesting story that once Daya Shankar, a
Uh,
very renowned custom officer and honest officer who was after Daud. The Daud has also given one interview in Illustrated Weekly that I want to meet Daya Shankar once. So Daya
uh,
Shankar was at airport, and one Mopla had come, was having 4 watches, Seiko watches. So that, obviously those watches were dutable because that they were going behind his free allowance limit. So the officer asked him, किसके लिए लेकर के आया? तो बोलता है एक बीबी के लिए, एक बच्ची के लिए, एक माँ के लिए और एक आपके लिए, एक आपके लिए. तो जयशंकर साहब पीछे, साहब ने बोला ये क्या है, ये क्या बोल रहा है? बोला सर आप पूछो. तो उसके पास में गए तो फिर उनको वही बोला उसने, एक बीबी के लिए, एक माँ के लिए, एक बच्ची के लिए, एक आपके लिए. तो बोला यार 2 कितनी लेके जाएगा तुम यहाँ से? एंड इट वाज सो, I can't express those things. They were not ready to go out, move out. They never used to go out up to Shine bus station until unless they pay. That was the thing. So saris, nothing. Only see, the gold was not that much rampant. Gold smuggling was not that much rampant that time. I don't know. It has started somewhere in 85. So gold used to be concealed in iron petty, washing machine, TV and all. For that, we were having that skinning machine, and those people who were smart enough to detect it, they used to detect. And for that, intelligence officers were posted over there in plain clothes. They used to take care of the passengers from the conveyor belt or from the aero bridge itself.
Yeah.
If we are having information that somebody is coming with something, and then they used to follow him from the aero bridge itself, or from the seat itself, that where he's going, whom he's going to hand over this and that. So this was the thing.
Have you? So Vijay ji, have you met any smugglers also?
I was in intelligence, when I went to intelligence in 1989 July. Yes, 1989 July. There was information that some gold has landed at Dighi port, and it is being brought in Bombay.
Yeah.
And that landing agent was Tiger Memon. And then they were caught. Tiger was caught along with 2 other, Muhammad Dosa and one Manju was there. But as it happened that these people are so influential that even if you arrest them, they get bail. And then even if you impose something else like kafe posa and all, they get relief from court. So we had a lot of cases during intelligence time of gold and silver. I tell you one interesting story.
Yeah.
Madam, that story is like one person had come from high seas after fishing, and he rang me at around 6 o'clock when I was on the duty. I was about to join duties. Duty was 6 to 9 and then 9 to 6. It's like that, 15 hours in the night and 9 hours in the day. So he rang me up and he said that, sir, please come to Gateway of India. मैं बोला काय के लिए? बोला आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है. I reached there. I said, how will you identify me? बोलता मैं आपका स्कूटर नंबर जानता हूँ, and I'll identify yourself from the scooter. I went there. He identified himself, and they said कि सर 500 रुपया दो, मेरे को आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है. मैंने क्या करेगा? बोल दारू पीनी तभी तो आवाज निकलेगी. तो 500 रुपया लाके दिया. उसने दारू पिया. उसके बाद बताया कि सर एक बोट आ रहा है जिसके अंदर 200 सिल्वर है और कुछ VCR VCP भी है, वीडियो कैसेट रिकॉर्डर एंड वीडियो कैसेट प्लेयर्स. वो इधर बॉम्बे में गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया के सामने एक क्रीक है, वहां से जाकर के दादर पेन में उतारेगा वो. We arranged patrolling and then we went there. We remained throughout the night, but nobody came. He gave me the name of the craft also. It was coming from Russell Khema. So I asked him that why the hell you're not giving to my boss? He said that I will, if I give it to my boss, then he will get me killed. That was the thing. So in the morning when we came back to the jetty, we found that Datta Prasad is standing over there and the 200 silver were caught. So I asked that one fellow was caught because other people
हाँ,
jumped in the sea and then they ran away, but one person was there. I asked him, तुम क्यों क्यों कूदा? बोलता सर
हम्म,
मेरे को मेरा हार्ट का ऑपरेशन हो रखा है एंड आई एम स्केयर्ड ऑफ द हाई सीज.
हाँ,
तब मैं उसको बोला, मैंने कहा तुम पकड़े कैसे गए भाई? बोला सर
हाँ,
आप लोग उधर आगे खड़े थे, हम लोग वहां तक गए थे, आप लोगों ने लाइट मार दिया और इसलिए हम वापस आ गए, तो इधर आगे आगे दूसरे वाले लोगों ने हमको पकड़ लिया.
हाँ,
तो उसमें क्या है, क्या था उस समय, बड़े अजीब अजीब तमाशे होते थे. एक बट्टी गैंग था दुबई का,
हाँ,
जो वहां से गोल्ड और ड्रग्स भेजता था, और एक यहाँ पर दाऊद का गैंग था जो ड्रग्स और ये जो भी है करेंसी अपना इधर उधर करते रहते थे लोग. सो
हम्म,
what they used to do, Bhatti used to give information to Daya Shankar,
हाँ,
and Daud used to give information to Aurora.
हाँ,
So anyway, Aurora was transferred from Bombay and then went to Allahabad. He was assassinated by Bablu
हाँ,
Srivastava after the Mumbai
हाँ,
bomb blast.
हम्म,
So then again I was sent to airport in 1991. That time Kuwait war was going on. So a lot of passengers from Kuwait were fleeing. इराक से आते थे वो लोग. तो उस समय तो एटीट्यूड ऐसा था, यहाँ पर शायद चंद्रशेखर साहब की गवर्नमेंट थी, तो उनको कहता कि भाई ठीक है, ये जो आ रहे हैं इनको परेशान मत करो, जाने दो. वो 6 महीने 7 महीने तो ऐसे हो गया. उसके बाद में फिर that time I saw that lot of gold is coming
yeah,
at airport by sea, but by air, and that gold used to come in the concealed in the craft itself. Means Air
oh,
India staff were involved.
oh,
Passenger never used to bring.
हाँ,
The gold was concealed in the aircraft and this and that, and then sometime information was there, so it was caught, and sometime it was not caught. Anyway,
हम्म.
so that tenure was over. Then
You had
my
also
real
mentioned, Vijayji, you had also mentioned that once a Bollywood actress was caught coming in. Can you tell us that incident?
that's what.
Yeah,
See, in airport, madam, you would have seen sometimes when you arrive from abroad, the
yeah,
officers come to the flight in uniform.
yeah. Mm.
They are protocol officers.
Yes,
So
yes.
they come to attend a VIP who is coming from abroad or from Delhi or whatever it is, and
Yes.
then that person or that lady is escorted up to the immigration. Immigration is
Yeah.
facilitated, and after that, the luggage is picked up by the Sipahi of our department, and then they
Yeah.
are let off.
Mm.
So one actress was very close to the one protocol officer of Bombay.
Yeah.
Afterwards, she became very close to the senior officers who was heading our department in Delhi.
Yeah.
So once he directed that officer to escort her.
Uh,
He refused. He said, "No, I have slept with her. Why should I escort her?" So what they do is these actors and all, they come there, they uh, do bring lot of things, but they don't pay any duty because they are ready that okay. Lot of officers were there who were telling stories that हमने उसको ये किया है, उसको वो किया है, वो सब परवीन भाभी and all, they all बेकार की बात है. तो वहां तो यही है, आप पैसा नहीं भरना है ना, तो आप लीला में जाके सो जाओ ना साथ में उनके, किसी के क्या फर्क पड़ता है. It's like that. So in 1998 we were promoted as superintendent.
Yeah.
Before that I was preventive officer. So preventive officer is only a inspector type officers who acts as at the behest of the superintendent, and superintendents are acting at the behest of the assistant commissioner and deputy commissioners. So this when I became superintendent, they posted me in intelligence, again intelligence, and there I detected a fraud of around 40 crore. People used to import textile yarn from abroad, and then they used to sell in the market, and then nothing was being exported in lieu of that import. So I detected one case, and these people resisted like anything, because I never knew that they are in hand and gloves. So That case was taken up to Supreme Court, where our great Chidambaram appeared for that idiot. And then Ram Jethmalani also appeared for that person. And then were allegation that I have leaked some papers. So I wrote to
Yeah.
that then President APJ Abdul Kalam that, sir, please investigate this matter. If I am ready, then I am ready to be hanged. But at least something should be done. A lot of revenue is
Yeah.
involved. So I think Honorable President took interest, and then these people were nabbed. But Chidambaram had kept their grudge against me. When he became Finance Minister in 2004, I was
Yeah.
posted in Vigilance Directorate. I was investigating a
Yeah.
case of rebate fraud,
Hmm.
wherein 46 officers were suspended, and this person was interested in revoking those suspensions. So I was not
Hmm.
ready to. I said, why should I write? If you want to revoke a suspension, you revoke yourself. You have got all the authority.
Yeah.
Then they managed complaint against me that I have taken 4 crore rupees in that case, where Chidambaram was defending this and that, and then I was charge sheeted. So once I was about to be charge sheeted, then I applied for voluntary retirement. I said I'll not continue in the department. There is no use of working in this department. Honestly, it is better to get
Hmm.
out. So I completed my law and then put up my paper. Even my voluntary retirement was not being accepted. I said no, will
Huh.
not allow you to go. Then
Hmm.
I cited one rule of service 56K. I said that I have completed 50 years of my age and I'm not under
Hmm.
suspension. Please allow me to go. Then they left
Yeah.
me in 2010. It's like that.
Yeah.
So this is the
Vijay
story
ji,
of customs.
yeah, yeah. Can I
Yes.
just interrupt you? See, when you met these kind of, corrupt people, what was your feeling? Because you were totally different. So, what was your feeling whenever you met such people, or you had to deal with them and the obstacles that came on your path? What was the feelings that you underwent?
And I think my background was so strong that I said, what is to lose? If at
Ah,
all they will try to finish me off. It's all right, but if they don't try to finish up, I'll be the winner. I'm in
yeah,
Bombay. I'll earn my name. I'm from a small
yeah,
village. At least my father, who is no more in this world, he'll be satisfied that मैंने लड़के को बराबर मेरा काम तो किया. मेरे दिमाग में ही रहता
ah,
था. मेरे को कभी डर लगा ही नहीं. उन्होंने मारा मेरे को एक बार बहुत मारा. मेरा यहाँ पे पूरा तोड़ दिया था. ठीक है,
ah,
कोई बात नहीं, चलता है. बोले भाग जाओ यहाँ से, नौकरी छोड़ के चले जाओ.
ah. I know that there were a lot of threats to your life also.
Yes. अरे मेरे मेरे बच्चों की जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी मैडम इन लोगों ने. माय डॉटर वाज परसुइंग इंजीनियरिंग. दे
Hmm.
वेंट टू द कॉलेज एंड दे आस्क्ड द प्रिंसिपल टू फेल हर इन फर्स्ट ईयर.
Hmm.
शी वाज फेल्ड
Hmm.
डिलिबरेटली फॉर 1 year
Hmm.
एंड शी इज स्टिल कर्सिंग मी दैट तुम्हारी वजह से मेरा 1 साल बर्बाद हो गया.
And then you moved into another area which is also very corrupt, law.
दिस जुडिशरी
Yeah.
जुडिशरी
Ah.
नहीं नहीं नहीं
Yes.
नहीं. अभी तक मेरे 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 सामने है बिकॉज
Ah.
see ma'am, my 10-year experience as advocate in High Court, Bombay High Court, reveals this, that if you are on merit,
Yeah.
then there is nobody, no judge will go against you. The only
Hmm.
thing is that. So whenever a case comes to me, I decide myself whether if I am judge, that what will be the fate of this case. And
Hmm.
if I think that okay, I'm going to win, I take the case.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't believe in manipulation. People may be doing this and that, but there are instances where they're doing. But now I appeared in one case for the first time in my advocacy life before Justice Khanwilkar, who is in Supreme Court. I argued for 7 days at a
Ah.
stretch from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Hmm.
After 7 days, he was tired. He said that, how much energy you have? I said, I can continue for 21 days.
Yeah.
So he said that you are not reading a book, you are not doing
Ah.
anything, and we are fed up. Now tell me your background. So I told him that I
Ah.
was in
Ah.
customs for 25 years. I know
Yeah.
each and everything of customs, and
Ah.
I know that what type of people they are. and what is the mistake they are doing. I know everything. So he said that you are using your office for your purposes. I said, you are also using your office for your purposes. Whatever you have studied, what you have gained, experience you gained, you are doing this. So
Yeah.
ultimately, I won that case.
Yeah. But Vijay ji, see what we are seeing today now. For instance, in Arnab's case, or we are seeing in Kangana's case. See, Bombay court, the way they are behaving, it's very shocking, no?
Madam, it depends on see what happens. The bench which is hearing, which was hearing Arnav Goswami case, and that bench which was hearing Kangana Ranaut case, I used to sit over there, and I know that both judges what they are doing and what they are not doing. See, the problem is that if a case comes before me, I have to go as per the law and as per the pleading before me. I will not apply my own judgment, this and
Yeah.
that. So, so in Arnav case, the something that Arnav advocate in Bombay, Ponda,
Mm. Yeah.
he
Ponda.
is not liked by that judge.
Mm.
The crux is that if
Okay. Okay.
a judge is not liking your argument, then he will definitely go against you. That is the thing.
Mm.
He will say that तुम ज्यादा होशियारी करते हो, चलो हम बताते हैं तुम्हारे क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता, ऐसा है. So, the same judge was is very nice in other cases also, but just because of the tone and tenure of Panda, he gets wild. He said, "No,
Yeah.
it is enough. We have heard you for 1 hour. Now you stop it." So he is more than that. Panda is more than Arnav,
Mm.
but advocate. And same thing
So
is
can you tell us?
Kangna Ranaut,
Ah, ah,
totally political.
ah,
Because
ah.
in Kangna
Yeah.
that judge
Ah.
was Kathawala. So Kathawala is very judicious. He Parsi guy. He's very judicious. He will never allow any nonsense to happen in the court.
Yeah.
Hats up to him.
Ah. Could you tell us about your experience in law as an advocate?
See, ma'am, I after completing 25 years of my service in customs, initially I thought that I will concentrate on taxation, especially in customs and central excise.
Yeah.
But after coming into the field, I realized that there is a gang of advocates who are interested in custom cases, and they also can buy the orders for them. So the client used to go there. They said, आपके पास में क्यों आना है? आप तो डिपार्टमेंट छोड़ करके आपसे डिपार्टमेंट का झगड़ा है, आपके पास में नहीं आना है, ये है वो है. So I started looking for something else. So I started into service matters, and then I took one criminal case,
Mm.
and it was double murder.
Mm.
The accused were awarded life imprisonment. They were languishing in Yerawada and Nasik jail.
Mm.
So that Khanvilkar case, which I won, so that accused was released from Nasik jail, and he came to me. I said, "Sir, एक murder case है, आप उसको ले लीजिए." So I said, मैं तो कभी murder case किया नहीं. बोला, "सर, आप लीजिए, इसको करिए तो."
Ah.
So I took up that case, and during hearing, Justice Hardas was there. I argued only one thing, that these two eyewitnesses are planted.
Mm.
They were not present on the spot.
Yeah.
He asked me why. I told him that why they have not this thing and that thing. And then ultimately, all the three, two client of mine, and another third one was acquitted with respect by court. So that was a criminal case. So in 10 years, I have not come across anything where the perception which is prevailing in the society, that judges are not judicious, or judges are delaying this matter and that matter, is not proper. And if you argue the case properly, they will you are going to get judgment, because the court is dependent on you, your argument, and the how you are able to negotiate the argument of the other side. It's like that.
Yeah. Vijayji, see, what do you think of the SSR case?
Madam, a lot of publicity has been done over there, and
Because Mumbai police was in the beginning trying to show that it was a suicide.
so that is the thing. Like in SSR case, lot of things which were to be taken after his suicide should have been preserved. And
Yeah,
since these things have been, these evidences have been erased,
yeah.
so why these evidences are erased, that is an issue to be
Mm,
decided by higher judiciary or whatever it is. Circumstantial evidences are the direct evidences which were there on the spot, should have not been allowed to be destroyed. And Bombay police, I don't know why they have done this under pressure or whatever it is. It is very much difficult to say, and it is very much dangerous to comment on those things. At least
mm,
for a small person like me,
mm.
it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now CBI has taken over this case and the order of Supreme Court. Still it is not doing anything. So something is
Mm,
going on somewhere.
yeah,
It is a third case as
yeah.
far as CBI is concerned, but no,
Mm,
they are delaying it for
mm.
whatever reason known to them. And I don't know
But you
why Mr.
see, Vijayji, see, you've been in Mumbai for so long. What is the change in political scenario that you have seen over the years? The change in the political scenario.
in 85 when I joined, that time I think
Mm,
Congress was ruling.
yeah.
And then in 92, Shiv Sena came in power and Manohar Joshi was chief minister.
Mm,
And then Vilas Rao Deshmukh, Narayan Rane, and blah 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 blah.
yeah.
But the type of chaos which I'm seeing nowadays after this three-party government has come
Mm.
is not seen in my 30 years, 35 years of life.
Entire life.
Yes, no. Nobody is bothered about the government. कॉमन पब्लिक क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार, कुछ नहीं होता, चल उसको पकड़ लेते हैं, उसको पकड़ लेते हैं, ये सब ठीक हो जाएगा, उसको ठीक हो जाएगा, ये हो जाता है. It's like that.
Mm,
So I don't think. See, thing is, ma'am, you'd agree that if you appoint a person as
mm,
commissioner of police
mm.
who was involved in torture of Sadhvi Pragya and Colonel Purohit,
Mm.
that is enough to establish what is the intention of this government.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at why Mr. Fadnavis has supported him in elevation of as commissioner, and that also in Bombay. That is the problem.
Vijayji,
There may
in
be
your career,
some.
yeah, yeah. In your career as a advocate, can you tell us some interesting anecdotes that you faced or experienced?
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting experience. Uh, it is very much difficult to pinpoint.
Something
See,
where you felt fulfilled, that something made you happy that you had done something that made you fulfilled.
that's what when I was cornered by Chidambaram and Jethmalani in Delhi High Court and Supreme Court. My
Yeah,
my father was has expired and my brother was murdered in an accident.
yeah.
Second brother. So when I came back from leave,
Mm,
I thought that अगर भाई मर गया तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, मैं भी मर जाऊंगा, कोई बात नहीं, मैं I'll take a chance. And I've written to the President of India that this person is being held by higher ups like these advocates and that advocates, and
mm,
nothing is being done in this case. The involvement is of 40 crore. So when on the instruction of President House, that person was detained, and I went to serve the documents in Vadodara Central Prison. That was my glorious moment. I said, अब तुम आ गए ना नीचे पहाड़ के, तुम कितना भी ऊपर जाओगे, कितने भी लोगों को पकड़ोगे तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? लेकिन टुडे लॉ हैज शोन इट्स फेस एंड नाउ यू आर इनसाइड द बार, एंड ही वाज इनसाइड द बार फॉर 11 months. I
Yes.
was removed from that place when he was held by Delhi High Court.
Yes.
So that was my glorious moment. And second was that the seizure of 4,520 gold bar, which were landed at Dighi, and then we could nab Tiger Memon and put him behind the bar. 200 people were waiting outside the custom house. भाई जिंदाबाद कर रहे थे, फिर भी हम लोग उसको किसी तरीके उठा करके यहाँ पर किला कोर्ट में लेके गए और उसको अंदर किया.
Vijay, see, you've been yeah.
हाँ मैम.
Vijay, you have been following what has been happening in Kerala, the gold scam. Yeah, you've seen the way gold has been brought into Kerala with everybody involved, right from the.
I know a lot of coaching who were there with me in when I was in association. It is better not to comment on that. Ma'am, one thing, let me be clear. I'm not in the department and nobody is going to touch me now. Let somebody come. And see, anybody cannot dare to bring gold unless he has got connived with officers.
Yes.
That is it. Now, if officers are pretending that we were not involved, good luck to them. But anybody bringing even a small quantity of gold, 1 bar or 2 gold bar, he is sure that I'm going to get clear this from customs. And you would have seen that lot of cases have taken place in Kerala, Trivandrum and Cochin, where officers have been arrested.
Yeah.
Senior officers have been arrested. And not only arrested, some officers who were not arrested, they were awarded as member and chairman of the board also. By Lungi.
When the politicians' children themselves are involved, what can you do?
Yes. कुछ नहीं मैडम, यहाँ तो खुलेआम चलता था कि भाई कितना तुम्हारा केस अटका हुआ है. When this person was FM and his son who has been granted I think bail today to allow go abroad today by paying 10 crore rupees or 2 crore rupees. That person used to be a collector here in Bombay. कौन सा केस है, कितना केस है, इतना पैसा हमको लाके दे दो, हम आपका केस क्लियर करवा देते, नहीं तो ऑफिसर का ट्रांसफर करवा देंगे, और क्या ये होगा. परसों एक्सीडेंट में मेरा यहाँ पे.
Tell me about your accident. What happened?
ऐसे ही I was going to court. The matter was there in High Court. So one person from behind has just touched me. I was on a scooter. So I fell down. That is the thing. Like, anyway, it's okay.
Vijay ji, you have been so much of yeah. You've seen so many things. Do you think that behind all this, more than the criminals, the people who we should be most scared of are politicians?
Except politician?
No, mostly politicians. See, more than criminals, we should be scared of politicians.
Madam, let me tell you one story. In 1980, when Sanjay Gandhi came to power after massive defeat in 77.
Yeah.
So one of my close relative was very close to VP Singh, Vishwanath Pratap Singh. So he was telling me that he had asked all the persons in Lucknow that we will only give ticket to criminals in 80. So I don't know, before 77 there were less criminals in politics, but now the politics is side business of criminals only. I don't know how many people are there who are not criminal. If you don't have criminal, then you are not going to survive in politics. What do you think? So it is, see, ma'am, what happens, these politicians are thinking that they are God. and these IAS officers and other officers are our servant.
Yes.
Now these officers are scared of their own career. If they
Yes.
take panga with them, then they will stunted or they will be eliminated also. That is the problem.
Yeah. See, again, Vijay ji, see, in Mumbai, there's a bigger problem. People are scared of Mumbai police,
Yes. No, people are scared of Mumbai police because this police is protected by politicians. Na,
politicians.
see, no police person, no IS officer will be so daring until unless there is some backing of the politicians. Nobody. If a person is acting on his own, then they don't know how to show him the place. I have got lot of IPS officers who were suspected here and there because they were acting on their own. अरे ज्यादा होशियारी करता है, चल बताते तुम्हारे को क्या होना है.
You remember, Vijayji, see, a lot of our, idols, Hindu idols were being smuggled because the person behind it was a top politician, a lady, and her, and someone who was sitting in Italy, and reselling them.
आज आज वो साइकिल चला रहा था ना.
I was like,
It was cycling.
Vadra.
Importance of petrol hike. That is enough.
Yeah.
That is enough. His base is from Muradabad.
Mm.
So brass and other thing is being exported from there. You put anything over there. Which officer in Bombay or Nhava Sheva or for that matter any export has got guts to touch that consignment?
Yeah.
I had burned my finger when Tipu Sultan's sword was being imported by Vijay Malaya in Bangalore.
Mm.
We question those officers, why the hell you allowed this without
Yeah.
this? It is an antique piece.
Yes.
And they threatened that we will transfer you. Don't because that time he was, I think, Rajya Sabha member or something like that. He was
Yeah.
when the Tipu Sultan sword was bought in auction in London, and then it was imported in India.
Mm.
So no, ये कितना गया है, यहाँ से कितना गया है. ऑफिसर लोगों का ट्रांसफर हो गया है. किसी ने अगर टच कर दिया, उसको गलती से टच कर दिया. अभी एक कंसाइनमेंट है जिसके अंदर अगर मान लो एंटीक जा रहा है, स्टैच्यू जा रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली दैट कंसाइनमेंट विल बी हैवियर.
Yes.
So if that examiner goes there to examine it, उसका जो एजेंट होता है वो कान में बोल देता है, सर ये उनका है, इसको छूना मत, नहीं तो बिना मतलब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. आप एक काम करो, हट जाओ बाजू से. वो हट जाएगा उधर से, नहीं काम करेगा, जाने देगा वो. लास्ट 10 years में तो नवाज शेवा से इतना प्रॉब्लम हुआ मैडम, बिकॉज दिस पर्सन वाज एफएम एंड ही यूज्ड टू हैंडपिक द कमिश्नर्स ऑन नवाज शेवा, जो उसका काम करें और उसका जेब भरे. ये होता था.
Very scary.
यस. अरे मैं तो when I was awarded Navleen Kumar Award in 2004, that time Commissioner Pasicha was sitting on the dais. I told in front of all the crowd, in front of Pasicha, since I'm in Mumbai, that's why I'm surviving. Otherwise, I would have been eliminated long back. और अभी तो ये हो गया कि अभी तो ये नहीं है कि पता लगा तुम्हारी गाड़ी के पीछे कोई टक्कर मार के चला जाएगा, वो तो बोलेगा साहब मेरा ब्रेक फेल हो गया था, या तो रुकेगा ही नहीं. वो कौन एक्शन लेने वाला है उसको? मार के चला जाएगा, कोई कौन देखेगा आपको?
Vijayji, see, another thing I wanted to ask you. See, there are so many deaths happening in Mumbai, especially in the film world and in the television world. And all of them are, shown as suicides. And we don't see any picture of them hanging. Okay. They just say that it is hanging and they have committed suicide. They have put a Facebook note or something. And either they're unhappy with wife or her, mother-in-law or something, some cooked up story. And then we forget about these people. What is happening?
इसमें दो चीजें हैं मेरे ख्याल में. एक तो ये है कि जो लॉकडाउन के बाद में जो क्राइसिस आया है उसमें तो कुछ हो सकता है कि हाँ जेन्युइनली सुसाइड हो सकते हैं. लेकिन दूसरा ये है कि जो ये एनसीबी वाले जो एक्टिव हो गए हैं ना आजकल बहुत ज्यादा, नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो वाले,
तो उसमें लगता है कि आगे वाले जो लोग हैं ना उनको डर लगता है कि कहीं ऐसा ना हमारा नंबर आ जाए। आप एक कल की बात करो ना, तो परसों जो गया वो हीरो, उसके बारे में। हाँ, तो उनका कुछ होगा वो, या तो फिर ही मस्ट बी हैविंग सम क्लू ऑफ एसएसआर केस आल्सो, इसके लिए कुछ हो सकता है उसमें।
What about
लेकिन ये है
see
कि
child?
दो चीज़, उनको काम नहीं मिलता है, बेचारे डिप्रेस हो गए। पहले तो अच्छे लेविशली लाइफ जीते थे, आराम से लिंकिंग रोड में सीटी बजाते थे, हुक्का पीते थे, चरस पीते थे, गांजा पीते थे। आजकल वो भी नहीं मिलता है, उनको मुश्किल हो गया है, तो डिप्रेशन में जा सकते हैं। और दूसरा ये है कि कुछ लोग तो साइड बिजनेस करते थे ना, उनको एक्टिंग का सिर्फ नाम होता था, सिर्फ वो सफाई करते रहते थे, उनको पैसा मिलता था। उस चक्कर में वो भी नहीं मिल पाता है, लोग बाग नहीं लेते होंगे शायद, ये भी होता होगा।
One person, Dipali, is asking, what about child trafficking? It has increased so much, child trafficking. You know, it has increased so much.
क्या करोगे, वो उनका एरिया है, पुलिस वालों का है, मेरा तो नहीं है, मैं उस बारे में क्या कमेंट मारूं।
Yeah.
तो जाने दो।
Very interesting
अल्टीमेटली
talking to you, Vijay ji. Yeah.
प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि यहाँ पर बोलने से पहले 10 बार सोचना पड़ता है कि मैं बोल क्या रहा हूँ और इसका फर्क क्या पड़ने वाला है। पता लगा कल सामने घर के बाहर निकला और वहीं पर किसी ने उड़ा दिया अपने को। ये भी तो होता है ना।
Yes, yes. I used to always feel that, see, if we have, a good government in the center, people will be safe. But it seems that, see, every state, wherever there is no BJP, the state does what they like.
क्या होता है सब, मैं आपको एक कहानी बताता हूँ। मेरा एक दोस्त था, वो बेचारा बाई गलती से आईएएस ऑफिसर बन गया, गलती से, और उसे मिल गया बिहार। और उसकी बदकिस्मती ये हुई कि जो बना उसके 4 साल के बाद में लालू यादव आ गए वहां पे चीफ मिनिस्टर बन करके। उसको जिंदगी बचानी मुश्किल हो गई। जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस के चमचा खिरजीरी करते 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 वो दिल्ली में ही पड़ा रहा, जब तक जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस जिंदा रहे। जब जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस मर गए उसके बाद में वापस वो गया, जब नीतीश कुमार साहब की गवर्नमेंट 2005 में बनी तब वापस गया वहां पर, और कैसे भी करके फिर से वापस आ गया। उसने बोला कि नहीं, इनके साथ में अगर काम करना है तो या तो तुम हमेशा मरने को तैयार रहो, और या तो फिर ये तुमको मरवा देंगे। तो सामने वाले काम करो तो तुम्हारे को सीबीआई पकड़ लेगी, इनके गलत काम करोगे तो, और नहीं तो ये तुम्हारे को मरवा देंगे। यही चक्कर होता है। तो होता क्या है कि कहीं पर भी कुछ भी हो रहा है, जो भी, मैं कहता हूँ क्राइम संभालने का काम किसका है? ऑफिसर का काम है ना, तो उसके हाथ में छोड़ दो ना, तुम क्यों संभालते हो? अभी जैसे कि मान लो यहाँ पे जो पाल घर में जो केस हुआ, वो कैसे हुआ कैसे नहीं है, लेकिन दूसरे दिन वो मिनिस्टर साहब आके बोलते हैं नहीं 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 नहीं, उसमें तो ये नहीं हुआ था, उसमें वो नहीं हुआ था। तुम कौन होते हो कहने वाले? उसको बाद में बोलो ना, लेट द इन्वेस्टिगेशन बी कंप्लीट ना। एसएसआर केस में यही हुआ, दूसरे दिन सुसाइड हो गया, मिनिस्टर ने बोल दिया सुसाइड हो गया, खत्म हो गया सुसाइड। किस ऑफिसर की हिम्मत है कि हाँ वो माने कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, जो मिनिस्टर बोला गलत है? और ये अभी से नहीं हो रहा है, वो तो 85 में जब हमारे यहाँ पर ऑनरेबल साहब थे, was very close to the gang also, तब से चल रहा है यहाँ पर। तो कुछ भी नहीं है, नहीं करता है, चल ठीक है। कितने ऑफिसर लोगों ने या तो वॉलंटरी लिया है या तो फिर वो सुसाइड किया है, और जो रहे हैं वो फिर उनके सामने बिल्कुल एसर करके करते रहे, और क्या, और कुछ नहीं है। कितने अफसर आईपीएस के थे वो छोड़ के गए। दिल्ली में एक ये है वो अशोक धमीजा है, वो सीबीआई में था, वो छोड़ के गया। वाईपी सिंह साहब थे यहाँ पर, वो सीबीआई में थे, उनको खूब रगड़ा उनको, वो छोड़ के चले गए। और कुछ भारतीय भूर्ती थे, वो लोग भी बाहर चले गए। तो ऐसा ही है, जो अपराइट अफसर होता है वो डिपार्टमेंट में रह ही नहीं सकता। मैं तो बोलता हूँ अगर 60 साल तक किसी नौकरी कर ली तो पक्की बात है कहीं ना कहीं वो झुका होगा। कोई भी अफसर ईमानदार हो ही नहीं सकता, और ये इसीलिए क्योंकि ये हरामी है, पॉलिटिशियन जितने भी हैं।
It's a very sad story because I don't know. See, unless corruption is removed, country cannot become clean.
करप्शन रिमूव करने के लिए जो सामने आता है उसे हेल्प कौन करता है? अभी जब मैं यहाँ पर लड़ रहा था, अकेले लड़ रहा था, एक्सेप्ट लेट द रिकॉर्ड बी स्ट्रेट, except Sucheta Dalal madam, nobody helped me during that crisis. Yes. She took up my matter with somebody in Delhi, and then there was momentary relief. But after sometimes again they started harassing me. So nobody is stand by. I am ready to fight. It's all right. But how many are there to back me up? I've got a family.
Yeah.
It's like that. So corruption can be eradicated only if the combined effort of the society is made, not individually. Nobody can fight. Because system is like that. It has been corrupted like anything. अभी आप ये बताओ 2010 में I got a charge sheet. I have written many times to Prime Minister that sir order issue करवा दो. अभी तक उसमें order issue हो रहा है. मैं क्या एक अकेला केस है, यूनिक केस है क्या? लोगों के एक साल में order issue जाते हैं. The only thing is that they are asking you come to Delhi, pay something, and then your order is issued. Now where should I pay for an order on charge sheet also? Why should I pay?
Yeah.
And Sitaraman is projected as a very nice lady. Idiot. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. क्या है क्या नहीं है, किसको रगड़ना है रगड़ दो, किसी कैसे भी करके, बस ये तो होता है.
No, the problem is that they're connected. No, see, each one is connected to the other somehow or the other.
Even if they are not connected, they search for the connection. Who knows whom?
Yeah.
Suppose I know somebody, then somebody will approach me. अरे यार तुम मेरा काम करवा दो. वो जानता भी नहीं मेरे को. सर ले लो ना 10 लाख रुपया 20 लाख रुपया, मेरा काम करवा दो. ठीक है, मेरे को मैं आगे मैं 5 लाख रुपया दूंगा. 5 लाख रुपया मेरे को, मैं उसका काम हो जाएगा.
Vijay ji, see, Vijay ji, I'll tell you one thing. See, these people, some of them, okay, before they come come into politics, they will say they came from somewhere from Chandni Chowk or something. They don't have any house and all that. Today they have 10 bungalows. Okay, so much jewelry, everything. When you see their audit, you'll see that they have become very rich. How did they become so rich? Do politicians just get money from the air?
Are the income tax people are blind? Can't they question them? आप अपना एक 10 लाख रुपए के ज्यादा दिखा दो, आपको सीधा नोटिस आ जाता है. उनका क्यों नहीं आता है? ये भी तो है ना.
Absolutely.
So it is like show me the face, I will show you the law. It's like that. अभी वो बड़े साहब तो थे ना, इतना ज्यादा नाटक किया उन्होंने 2011 में अन्ना हजारे के साथ में घूमते घामते करते. टुडे एवरीबॉडी नो दैट व्हाट ही इज अप टू एंड व्हाट ही.
So that is a lot of information. So thank you, Vijay ji. It was very interesting talking to you. So we will meet in one more session because I don't think you have exhausted your stories. I will certainly. And thank you so much. And good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.